Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1,500 words away from 30,000. Welcome back to Listen, I Have an Idea. I am Heidi, and today is November the 13th. We are so close to be hitting 30,000 words. I can taste it. We are trying to catch up from a little bit of burnout that we sustained over the past couple of days. I am back. I am fully rested, and I am ready to write. We are starting off today by finishing up chapter 10 and then moving right on into chapter 11, which is back into Nate's perspective. I'm really excited for this chapter. Initially, when I planned it, I had thought of doing something a little bit different, introducing a different storyline. But as I was going through my many rounds of prep in October, I figured out I needed to add in a separate storyline, which will lead to some really fun things that are going to happen later on in the story. So today we're going to be laying the groundwork, paving the trail for Nate and for Mara's storyline. This morning I made a realization, and I feel like I need to address it because it's been weighing slightly heavy on me. But I think it's a really fun realization at the same time. When I was picking my character names, I knew that Nate was going to be the male protagonist, and I thought that my female protagonist was going to be called Meredith, with Mare for short. However, since I am writing a medical-themed romance, I didn't really want my female character to be associated with Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy, so I decided to change it to Mara, because Mare and Mara are just 2 letters different. The E's are changed to A's. It made a lot of sense. The realization that I made is that I have read a book recently with the main character being named Mara, and this book is quite close to my heart, and that is the Dream Diaries 2 Blood Ties. This book is by Becca C. who is here on YouTube. Does she have her picture in here? Look, oh, she has her picture in here. I met Becca through YouTube, through NaNoWriMo many years ago. I have met her in person a couple of times. She is absolutely fantastic. The first time I ever met her was in Toronto with Kate Kavanaugh, and we ended up going up to the top of the CN Tower and chatting there for a little bit. And I asked her if she was ever going to write a sequel to the Dream Diaries, because I absolutely loved the first book. And at that time, I believe that she was midway through the draft of the sequel of Dream Diaries 2 Blood Ties. So back last year, she ended up releasing this book. But not only that, is on her YouTube channel, she made a video all about it and the dedication. And if you look in the dedication, she dedicated it to me. Oh, I love Becca. She is absolutely amazing. This book is phenomenal. The first book is phenomenal. This is in no way sponsored. This is just a realization that I had. Oh, I will link her videos down below. I will link this book down below if you want to go check it out, because I highly recommend you do. It is murder mystery, it is romance, it is everything that you want between those 2 genres. It's a psychological thriller. It's fantastic. And her main character is named Mara, and my main character is going to be named Mara. They are obviously not the same character. I am not drawing inspiration from her character named Mara. It's just a coincidence, and I thought it was a very fun coincidence. The plan for today is to finish up those 1,500 words to hit 30,000, and then just to write pretty much as much as possible. I'm going to be doing multiple sprints pretty much until midnight tonight, until I no longer feel inspired to write, and we're just gonna see how much we can get done, because I need to get as much work done as possible since my creativity is starting to slow a little bit. So without further ado, let's get writing. Finished connecting all the sections together. It is 9:40 and we are working with 664 words. I did make the mistake of not remembering to reset this count from yesterday, so I had to go back and redo the math and figure it all out, but it has been updated. 664 words and a little over 40 minutes, or a little under 40 minutes. Not too bad. All right, chapter 10 is done. I love the way that it turned out. I was able to stitch all those scenes together and finish it up, and I don't want to say it's my favorite chapter so far, but there is such a cute moment. You guys know the blue raspberry slushy moment that happens in here. And I love the way that it turned out. And I love the interaction, because that happens kind of midway through the chapter. And then there's like a follow-up a little bit later on. And it's so sweet and so cute. I am very happy with it. In other news, while I was doing that sprint, something very fun happened. And I may be going on a little bit of a road trip next week. I will 100% be vlogging it. There are still plans being made for it, but I am so excited. So we'll find out hopefully soon to see what's going on, and I will keep you updated on that. That being said, we are done chapter 10. Time to move on to chapter 11. I will be adding all of my words on the NaNoWriMo website at the very end of today. I figure one big word dump will be fine. It is much later now. I haven't actually done any writing. As you saw, I did make chapter 11, but chapter 11 is blank. And that is because as I was going through the notes over here, my chapter plans for chapter 11, I didn't really know what day chapter 11 was going to be set on. So what I did was under my notes folder here, I have a couple different files. My original plans, which is the dream that I've had in 2022, the locations in the book, the additions, things that I need to add, and I just created this one, my timeline. So if I go into there, this is essentially what it looks like. So I counted down the weeks of what I had so far, and I put what chapter it was and then what day it was going to be on. So these two take place week 1, both on the same day. And then we jump in between different days here. As you can see, we kind of have some overlap, dual perspective going on. We get to week 4, and there's a lot that happens in week 4. We then have week 5, where there's an overlapping chapter, where we have a couple of different days. And then as you can see, we jump right from week 5 to week 7. So something big happens in between that time span that we need a 2-week gap. And then as you can see, between week 7, we have quite a few days, quite a bit happens on these couple of days. And then we have another 2-week gap. That is perfectly fine. That's good. I did not end up planning anything more for chapter 23 because at that point, I don't really know. I figure at this point, since it's so late, I need to get into writing. I will come back to this and I will finish up that timeline because I may want to adjust it. I may not want to have a 2-week gap between week 9 or between chapter 23, and chapter 22. I may adjust it a little bit. So we're going to keep that open-ended for right now. But I'm very happy with it. And as you can see, we have now jumped from week 3, chapter 10 on a Friday, to week 4, chapter 11 on a Monday. Okay, we're going to go back, chapter 11, and get started. So 11:41, and we have finished the sprint. Altogether at 1669 words, crossing that 30,000 word goal. Oh, amazing. So far, the chapter is 1,005 words, and I'm only a couple of scenes in. It is going so well. The sass in the last conversation I wrote, ooh, so good. All right, you know the drill. Let's update these words on the NaNoWriMo website. All right, let's add these words in 1669. I'm feeling really, really great about that. We definitely started a little bit earlier. I'll put like 8:45 maybe. And let's update. There we go. 30,000. I thought for some reason that we got a badge for 30,000 words, but no, it's for 40,000. But look at that. Oh, that little uptake of words. Ooh, we are doing so well. And with 30,000, that is the daily goal for day 18. So we are still 5 days ahead of schedule. Perfect. And there we have it. 30,000 words total. I feel so happy and I'm so proud that we're achieving those words. Today was a fabulous day for writing. As you saw, I got quite a bit done in just a short amount of time. Also, the thing that I didn't mention earlier is when I was doing my timeline, all of those words that are in that particular file, they're in a different folder that is not counted for my words for the manuscript. So those words, I think it was like 100 and something, those do not count towards my 30,000 word goal. The only words that count towards the NaNoWriMo goal are the ones that are actually written within the month that are within the actual manuscript. So all of the chapters, anything that I add to the notes folders, those don't count. So we are at a true 30,000 words. I'm so happy about it. This chapter so far is going really, really well. We're back in Nate's perspective, my favorite perspective. We get to see sassy Nate in this chapter. There are a couple of characters that I have introduced that are his antagonists for this story. A couple of type of characters in particular, not necessarily Karens, but kind of Karens, and when he interacts with them, he can get quite sassy. So we get to see him interact and be a little bit sassy today. And we get to see the niece also throw a little bit of sass his way. And overall, it makes me so happy to write these types of scenes. Very similar to how I've been writing the past couple of days. Not a lot of punctuation, proper like quotation marks or things like that. I'll have to go back in when I'm doing my second draft and really beef up these chapters, making sure that everything is proper. For now, it's just kind of point form as I'm writing it. That is how I'm able to get these words out so quickly. There's quite a bit that is going to happen in the rest of the chapter. We're introducing a new character, which is going to be a lot of fun. We get to see Nate as well as the niece interact with this character and provide a little bit of perspective with some of the events that have been happening in his life so far. Gonna be fun to write. Tomorrow I will be bringing back the vlog style video where I'm going to be including a little bit more of my daily life. I will show you the planter urn that I made the other day because I don't even think I did like a full-on show reveal of where I placed it or how it looks. The other thing I want to mention before I end today's vlog is I'm creating a writing playlist. So all of the songs have been helping me write so far. There haven't been very many because so far this year I've been enjoying just writing in silence. I don't know why. This year is just an off year, but I've been enjoying it. So I have about 3 songs, I think, on this playlist so far. My question of the day is, what songs are you guys enjoying listening to while you're writing? Leave a couple in the comments down below, and I will be adding them to this playlist. My playlist will be posted on my NaNoWriMo profile, but I will also have it linked down below if you wanted to go check it out. And as you leave your suggestions in the comments of either this video or future videos, I will be updating that playlist. So please let me know what songs you guys are currently listening to while you're writing, and I will add it there. Today's song comes from the new Black Panther movie, Con la Brisa. That is the song that I talked about the other day in my vlog when I went to go see the movie. I love it. It's been on repeat, and I listened to it quite a bit today while I was prepping for the writing. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another writing update. Until then, happy writing. Bye. You want a treat? Oh, is that what you're waiting for? Okay. What's in there? Your puppy treats? Yeah. Okay. Gentle. There you go. Okay, I'm done. All done. You're welcome.